Coach Juli, Fulks, and Hazel Hayes following today's 54-48 result against Southern Miss. First, just an opening statement from Coach, and then questions after.
I think that game particularly was a really hard one. When we went in the locker room, you have all of these goals that you hit mathematically, and we hit goal after goal after goal. And so I asked him, I said, how do you hit all these goals and not win? And the answer is the ball didn't go in. We were 8 of 37 from the three-point line. Our first group has a bunch of really good shooters. We were 5 of 30. And I thought this was the third game that we've driven teams to zone because we've attacked the man-to-man. And we drove them to the zone, which in theory for our team is a really good thing because it allows our shooters to get open, and we got really good looks, and they did not go in. And so then you're like, okay, when that happens, you go to the offensive boards, and we got 60% of our misses in the third quarter and 66% of them in the second quarter, or fourth quarter, which is insanely high numbers. And we still couldn't put enough points on the board after holding until we fouled. They were at 50. So, I think collectively that's a really frustrating day, and it's one of the frustrating things of basketball is you can do a lot of things right, and if the ball doesn't go in, it doesn't matter.
How do you go about improving the shooting? I know that's the question every coach asks.
Yeah, it's a great question. We paid and we got Shot Tracker and we're tracking it, and they're in the gym, and that's what you ask them to do. And that's really you gain confidence from seeing the ball go in. But our first group is not a group in a good way. They don't lack confidence. They know they can shoot the ball, and there's still sometimes a math component to it where you miss a few in a row, and then you make a few in a row. But, man, I thought early in the game we got some wide open great looks and, couldn't get those to fall, and that was okay. And we flipped up some of the things we did in terms of rebounding, give ourselves second looks, and, that mattered. She got, a bunch of offensive boards and, got some easy looks that way. And we ran, a quick hitter against the zone that unfortunately we only executed correctly 1 out of 3 times, which was really disappointing because on that one we got the wide open layup. And those little things, it's too late in the season to not be executing those things right. And so, those are the parts that aren't really acceptable, and we've got to figure out a better way to, get that part right. But I thought the effort, this is outside of JMU, we have really defended well the last 5 games. And so, we're giving ourselves chances. Gosh, if you only have to score 60 to win, we need to get there, and we can get there.
Grayson, she scored 20, but so it looks like, she got hers. Really, I thought you did a pretty good job on her.
Yeah, no, I thought we did a great job on her. In terms of their efficiency, that's a team that shoots at, 35% from the three-point line, including some starters that are well above that number. And we were really dialed into taking away the three-point line and then helping on Grayson from the right spots. And we held them to 8 total attempts from the three-point line, which was an awesome effort defensively. And I thought that part, we've been really focused on that, and that showed. And then we got some really good helps on Grayson, and, Trey took a couple charges. Unfortunately, that last hit she took, that, I think that one got her. But we got a couple charges. We got a couple steals on that. We had, 11 steals, and so that's given ourselves plenty of opportunities. You got to make some of them.
Yeah, definitely. How is she, by the way?
We're going to figure it out. I don't think she feels very great right now. Yeah.
If you took away the shooting and the score and you looked at this, you'd think you probably won and won.
You probably thought we won by 15 to 18.
Yeah.
So. Well, and if we shoot our normal average, that's there. We didn't have to shoot it great. We just needed to be at 30%, and that's for this group. That's not asking a lot.
No. How about you, Aislinn? Shooting woes as a team, how frustrating is that, and how do you overcome it?
Well, I think just staying confident in their shots, because I know at the end of the day they can go out and make that shot any day. We just had an off day today, so you have games like that, but the next one should be better. So.
Still optimistic about this team?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, yes. If every game is like this, it gives us, more than enough opportunities. I think at the end of the day, when you look at the postseason and everything, you just really, can you defend? And if you can't defend, you don't have a chance.
Yeah.
And if you can hold people to 60, 55 every night, you always have a chance. At the beginning of the year, I think our first 8 games, we were averaging 71. And then since Christmas, we just have not shot it nearly as well as we shot it the first half of the year. And, you know, that's been, ironically, we have been shooting it better on the road than we have shot it here. And so that is the, you know, an unusual thing. But it's been true. So we're going to keep doing the right things. You know, we got to keep rebounding the ball. You know, we had more offensive boards, but we just, you know, it's got to go in. At the end of the day, if it doesn't go in, it's really hard to win.
Yeah, it is. That's going to be frustrating. Yeah, the offensive rebound was fantastic.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's really good. Good if you are.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You know, one of the other things about today's game, obviously, it was an important game because it was the We Back Pat initiative. But the other thing that, you know, we would just wanted to send our best wishes, obviously, to the Southern Miss staff and, you know, Coach McEllis. You know, we wish she could have been here today. And, you know, you watch from afar her battle and the way she's inspired, you know, her players and her community, similar to, you know, Pat Summit. And so I thought today that was kind of a good initiative that we could combine while we're thinking about them and their staff and everything that they've gone through.